What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Skater Excel video. Today we'll be going over everything you need to know about the replay editor. So how about we just hit select, or we can open up the pause menu and go into replay, hit new clip, and then we can check out the last thing we did. Just a little big spin front board to fake it. But if we go back, you can see right now we're on movement mode orbit. That means we just follow the skater. So if we hide the menu on the right stick, we can just check out a little follow angle. If we pause and go back again, we'll bring up the menu on the right stick again. We can change the movement mode to tripod movement mode. So we'll find a spot like this. We'll hide the menu again and play the clip. Then you can see we have a tripod angle. If you want just a still image, we can change the movement mode to free, and that is actually the one I use for pretty much all my clips. We can get just a nice angle here where we have everything in frame, hide the menu and play it again. But yeah, that is all the movement modes, so I think we'll just jump into it. Maybe get a clip like that and try to film it long lens. So I'll just be giving you kind of my tips to how to film in Skater Excel. We just checked out the clip, we'll hit pause on A. Go back, it's X if you're on a PS4 controller, and then we'll change to the free movement mode because that is how, I think you get the best results in this game. With the triggers, we can scroll back and forth on the timeline. We'll just go back to kind of the start of the clip or where we want it to begin, so around here, and then that's actually the place where I'll trim the clip to. So as you can see on the bottom, we have a timeline. If we cut that down, we have way more to work with. So we'll hit LB and then press RT to find the start of the clip. So it's around here. So I'll just hit A, and now that part of the timeline is gonna fill out the whole thing. So we have a bigger working space. Now the question is, how do we want to film this? I think I want to start out kind of zoomed in and then actually have my filmer kind of like roll past the stairs. So we'll start kind of to the left here, and I'll zoom in a bit. I'll do that by holding RB. Actually, I think we should just go over all the features you can do in the replay editor. So if we move the left stick, that is our filmer. If we want to move the camera of the filmer, we use the right stick. We can move the camera up or down with the D-pad. So down goes down and up goes up, of course. If we hold RB and then use the right stick, we can tilt the clip. And if we hold RB and use the left stick, we can zoom in and out. And I think that's what we're gonna start with. So we are gonna zoom in kind of as to where our skater is, somewhere around here. And then we're gonna place a keyframe on X. Or square, if you're on a PS4 controller. Now, if we just go to the end of the clip, then we'll figure out where we want our filmer to end up at. So we might want him to end up right here. And then we can see the skater kind of scrolls by us. So we'll place another keyframe there. And right now we have use keyframes off. So there's nothing happening really. If we hit select, then you can see a transition starts happening between the keyframes. So now we just gotta like adjust everything, get our skater in frame. So if we go here to where he pops, we want a new keyframe because he's kind of out of the picture. So we'll hit select again so that we can actually move, and then we'll find a new frame. We might zoom out a little bit, kind of like this. Place a new keyframe. I don't want to move around at this point because we already have the transition from the start of the clip to the end where the filmer is kind of moving. So I basically just want to change where the filmer is pointing the camera at this point. Maybe around here we kind of crop his head out. Maybe we don't want to do that, so we'll hit select again so that we can adjust the clip. We'll raise it up a little bit and add a keyframe. Then we'll kind of look how that looks with the keyframes on. That actually looks pretty good. Sometimes you just kind of nail it. Maybe I want a keyframe here just to make sure that's where the camera is going to be at that point. But then right around here you can see we're kind of rolling out of the picture. So I might want to adjust that a little bit. I'll do that here. Place a new keyframe. I have keyframes off, as you can see, so we can't really see what the transitions are between them. But if we turn it on again, we get the clip. Then maybe around here we want to like make some sort of transition, so we'll turn the keyframes off again, and we'll just actually move a bit further and then tilt it up, maybe zoom in as well and hit a keyframe. So yeah, now all that's left to do is check out our first clip. I hope you guys have an understanding of what all the features are on the replay editor by now, but we'll make some more like examples and try to get some stuff. So how about we get a line this time? We'll just do something super simple. So maybe like a tray flip with a front foot catch into the bank, and then we'll try to get a kickflip front board on this. Alright, that was pretty good. Open up the replay editor once again, and you can see we have some stuff from the last clip, which is messing everything up a little bit. We'll just zoom out. So I think we can remove the last keyframes, but just like trimming the clip. So what if we go back to the start? That is around here, I would say. And then we can trim it. So we'll hold LB again and press RT to find the start of the clip. And it was right around here. So we'll apply. And then we'll change the movement mode to the free cam again. So now I just want to figure out where our filmer he's standing, maybe on top of the quarter pipe over here in the corner. So we're just going to make this a long lens line because I think that is the easiest part to start with. We'll get into some fisheye later on in the video. But just for now, you guys saw the last process, so we'll kind of brush over this a bit more quickly, but we're gonna start right around here, place a keyframe. And basically this time my filmer's gonna be standing still. So I gotta be doing something dynamic with the clip, I feel like. Maybe make another keyframe here. We'll make sure we get the landing, which is right there. And then now we have a big part where nothing is really happening, we're just rolling. So maybe at that point either zoom into the skater's face or the feet. Zoom into the skater's face, I would say. Make a keyframe here. And right now I'm just doing this without even checking the transition between the keyframes. We are just like free playing it right now. We'll watch everything back afterwards and kind of get an idea of what to change. But here we have the pop. So I want to transition down to the feet at this point. Zoom out a little bit. And then make a new keyframe like this. And we have the kickflip front blunt. We'll zoom out even more. And then we have the landing where we can zoom in on the feet again. And then maybe try to follow the feet out of frame. Maybe something like this. And then now we can click use keyframes on with the select button. And now we're gonna see the transition of everything. And we can just see if we did an okay job, if we need to adjust anything, if it looks good. Seems to be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. It is just a quick clip. We could always perfect it and go in and change some of the keyframes and stuff, but let's just check it out. So yeah, we've already gotten 2 pretty awesome clips by now, but how about we try to get a fisheye clip? I really like the look of this hopper, so how about we just get a single trick on that? I don't know what to do. Heel flip backsmith. I kind of didn't log into the backsmith properly. We did it on that one, but the heel flip was terrible, and now we're just falling all over the place. And if we didn't mention it in the beginning, this is of course Hotland. I think this is kind of like the training facility of the game, so I thought this would be a pretty good place to do this video at. That was a really good heel flip backsmith. Let's just trim the clip, so we'll find the one we're using. It is this one. We'll go back and just start it around here. We'll apply. We are gonna find the hopper and then change to free cam. And here comes the tricky point, something I'm actually not that good at. We are gonna change the field of view so we get something like a fisheye. So I'll just hit RB and then press down on the left stick. And you can see it kind of gets into a fisheye. I don't want to do it too extreme so that it looks like a GoPro clip. But I also don't want to do it too little so it looks like a wide angle clip. I think it can be really tough to find that perfect balance, but maybe something like this. And then everything from now on is pretty much personal opinion. I think I want my filmer to kind of be up here towards the top where we have 2 steps. And then maybe he should start over here and kind of transition onto the hopper a little bit. I'll actually add some tilt, so we'll hold RB and then change the tilt this way. Place a keyframe and then we'll just roll up to the pop, kind of like this around here. Then we'll make the tilt go back a little bit. Place a keyframe. So I can already tell by now, I think I messed up a little bit on the field of view. It could have been a bit more. So it is kind of like a wide angle shot. But I think it could still turn out okay. We'll raise the filmer up a little bit so you can see the tweak on the backsmith. I love the effects on the lens, like the light is shining on us. And then we'll end the clip at somewhere around this. Have our skater exit to the side of the frame. And then we can just hit keyframes on and see if there's anything we need to adjust. There probably are. I mean, it's not too bad. I do wish the field of view was a bit more, but let's just check it out. So there really wasn't that much of a fisheye effect on that, but I still think it gave a pretty good idea of how to film stuff like that. What if we try to get a line? So we'll do some sort of manual trick, and then we'll hit the orange weird flat bar thing afterwards, which looks really fun to skate. I love to skate this in real life. Just kind of trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, okay, let's just try to film this. We got a nollie heel to manual, and then a front shove crook to fakie, kinda. Let's see if we can't get a better fisheye angle on this. So this time, I'd rather want more than too little of a fisheye effect. So if I just go close to my skater and then we change the field of view by holding RB and going down on the left stick. I mean, that's a lot of fisheye. We'll do it with this. Change the movement mode to free, and then just place our first keyframe. Where do we want that? We kind of want to start away from our skater, kind of like this, and then we'll meet up a little bit before the pop of the nollie heel. Oh yeah, and something we haven't done is trim the clip so we get a bit more to work with. You guys can see it in action now, how the keyframes are moving further apart as we trim the clip here. So now we have a bit more to work with in between. But let's just continue on by placing some keyframes. So we want the manual, of course. Maybe the filmer is getting a bit ahead of our skater now. Then we'll tilt the camera this way. Okay, so I placed all the keyframes. I have used keyframes on. So we'll just check out the clip backwards now. See if there's anything we need to change. I mean, it's okay. I do clip a few parts here and there, but as long as the skateboard is all in frame, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not too happy about the first keyframe, so we'll change that. We'll hit keyframes off, and then with the D-pad we can go left and right. So right now we're exactly on that first keyframe. We'll just remove it by holding X, and then I don't know, we'll go all the way to the start and then figure something else out. Maybe start kind of like this. I don't know how that would look. That actually looks pretty cool. All right, I think I'm happy with the clip now. I am super happy with the filming on that, but I do not like the fact that I don't think we logged into the crooked grind on this. God damn it. That is a difficult thing to crooked grind on, I would imagine. But yeah, at this point, I think you guys have all the tools you need in order to be able to make some awesome replays, because you should know all the features of the replay editor by now. And then it's all about how you want to film. I mean, I gave you my tips on how I film, but who says that's the way you want to film? Nonetheless, I am hyped to see your clips in the future. If you have anyone you want to share on my Discord, you can go ahead and do that in the Skater Excel channel. I'd love to check them out. And maybe we'll get around to actually doing that, reacting to your clips. That would be a fun video to make. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it useful. And other than that, there's nothing left to say than I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.